welcome in. We are thrilled to have you on board for the official launch of round one of our Meltdown Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Trivia Tournament. Today's competitors are raring to go, and I promise you won't want to miss how today's competition turns out, as these three teams are all worthy of a title shot, but unfortunately only one will move on to the Meltdown Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Trivia Title Round. It's all happening right here, live on the Meltdown, as we're brought to you by MyBookie, broadcasting right across the hall from the Culver studio.
Two big boys in a tiny studio, teaching you and me about everything they know to make sound. A meltdown, it's the meltdown, time for the meltdown, coming for the meltdown, let's start the show.
Thank you to all of us from Meldonia that are joining us here live, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Every single weekday we have yet another Triple Threat Trivia contest. This one is going to be quite unique, I promise you that. The other half of the Meltdown, that is Mr. John Lunceford, otherwise known as the Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia World Champion.
Hold on.
Oh, he's going to get his trophy. Everything was seamless until John decided to become an egomaniac for a couple of minutes. Here it is. There's the trophy.
I am the champion. Thank you very much.
You are.
Thank you. Number one.
You're behind the board for us today. John,
I am.
it should be an interesting month of trivia here in the month of June, as we have 9 teams that are looking to win the ultimate prize as Meltdown Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Trivia title holders. Who do you think should be the favorite in this league?
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say the favorite should be Lance Taylor and Brian Pavlik.
Wow. Lance setting the all-time low record at negative 15 points scored in the singles tournament.
I'll say this about Lance. Lance went for it, and I feel like there were a lot of questions he didn't get that he did know. We all know Lance has a lot of very useless knowledge from his days of hosting trivia that ultimately I think he can do good, but in shooting his shot, he whiffed every single time in the game that we played. But Brian Pavlik also has done really well also, so I would say Brian and Lance together, based on the format. I've changed my mind based on the format. I know you'll get into the rules for another 30 minutes here in a second. But I think based on the format, I think they have a chance.
John, we have a lot to look forward to today. We also have a lot to look forward to on Friday, as the Meltdown will have its first live remote show out there down at the Cahaba Village Plaza on 280, as we're very excited to get out to Restore.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to Restore. Come visit us out there. It's out there by Whole Foods and that shopping center, and we've already been out there once. We've done the cryotherapy. I've done the compression. I know Jim has done it. A lot of people here have done it. Taylor Corn will be out there with us. A lot of the people contributing to trivia today will be out there with us, so come on out and see us. And, hey, maybe we'll get in there together again and rock out to some Jimi Hendrix like we did the first time we were in the cryotherapy. But come see us Friday, of course, normal time at 2 o'clock. We'll be out there doing a live show, and you can come out and see us and have some fun.
That'll be a lot of fun. Producer Tyler will be out there with us for sure. He's currently along the back row. And Tyler, I know for a fact that you're getting hyped up to be paired with Spud for round 2 of Triple Threat Tag Team Tornado Trivia. Why should the league fear Team Supreme Spiders?
The only question Spud usually misses is
Okay, something's going on with Tyler. Has he collapsed behind you? What's going on?
He's fixing the microphone.
Oh.
The microphone will go off sometimes.
Is this better?
No, it's not. Okay, we're going to skip the Tyler bit. Tyler, I hope you can answer questions better than you can operate microphones. But we'll get to you in round number 2.
We've had this issue with Scott's microphone that he's on before. It's a thing.
I guess it is.
How about now?
There we go.
I can hear you now. Why should people fear you now that they can hear
me
you?
and Spud will be a good team because he usually only misses Harry Potter questions, and I'll nail those.
Okay, sounds good. The microphone's not your friend right now. Let me introduce our Week 1 competitors, thank the Lord. Beginning with Team Little Kicks, Rockstar.
Go.
You've been a constant contributor on the Meltdown. Today you're a competitor. What's your mindset going into today's competition?
Just don't suck.
Just don't suck. I like it. Is that the team motto?
JDS. Just don't suck, and try to learn as much as we can, and rely. Hopefully, everything's pop culture because I have the pop culture queen on my team.
Well, you know that we're going to have some pop culture questions that pop up for sure. Laurel, I know you've been getting as much training in as you possibly
I
can.
feel like I've been cramming for a test.
How confident are you that you and Rocky will prove yourselves as a force to be reckoned with in this league?
Well, we lost a coin toss, so I think we're good. It can only go up from
Is
here.
that the hardest question today?
That should be the hardest question.
Tell
We'll
everybody
see.
get in that microphone real good.
Yeah, make sure you get up nice and deep like in that microphone for us, please.
Is that one of the questions today?
I heard you the first time. John did not. But
waiting.
yeah. We finally have, I should say we also have our first married couple ever competing on tag team triple threat trivia. I do want to get to the actual married couple here. Tim Lunceford has made quite a name for himself as a singles competitor after winning a #1 contender spot. And then it came down to the very final question for you for a world title win. How much better prepared do you feel now with your wife by your side?
I'm no better prepared. However, the fountain of knowledge right here,
Marietta Lunceford, yes.
she will look, isn't she pretty?
Okay, there we go. Already earning points, just not for the game.
Answer all the questions correctly.
Wedded points. Marietta Lunceford, you've been an avid viewer of Triple Threat Trivia. How does it feel to now be under the bright lights in the arena yourself going up against these other two teams?
It's terrifying.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We're going to end up getting the nerves out of our system for sure. And finally, to the two competitors that have probably shared more meals than most married couples. Jim, you know Ryan.
Just shared one. We just went to lunch together.
Really?
Yes.
Put another one on the calendar.
And then a nap afterwards. I took a nap.
Jim, you know Ryan Brown very well.
Yes.
After having competed in this game, you now know this game very well. After all these years working so closely together, how lucky do you feel to have Brownie as your Meltdown Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Trivia teammate?
Well, he can finish my thoughts and my sentences, and if I don't know the answer, I can start describing something, and he knows what I'm describing sometimes faster than I do. I'm just disappointed that we will not be in the same room for all 6 rounds. I thought that was going to be our strength. We're going to be separated a little bit. It's almost like the Wonder Twins. Any chance we get, I think we're going to try to do it together.
You're going to have to hit some shots yourself, Jim. That is for sure. Ryan, can you confirm that you're here to win this whole tournament? Because there's one person that has a lot of faith in you, and that's the husband of Laurel and the son of this lovely married team, John Lunceford, who is picking both you and Dunaway today to win the first ever Meltdown Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Trivia title round.
So we're the betting favorites. I am pleased to hear that. I don't know what Lunceford is basing that on, but I'm pleased to hear. I do think I have random knowledge. I've got random knowledge. Not enough to get a college degree, but random enough to win something like this if the questions fall just right.
There's a lot of random knowledge in this game, and we are excited to get it started right now. So, John, let's go ahead and light the flame and get to the game.
Welcome to the first ever Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia Tornado Tag Team Tournament. Throughout the month of June, we will have a tournament among 9 incredible teams from Disrupt Media and the Meltdown and our friends and family. We will have 3 qualifiers over the next 3 weeks to determine who will compete for the first ever Triple Threat Trivia Tornado Tag Team Championship. Our first matchup will feature Tim and Marietta Lunceford versus Rockstar and Laurel Lunceford versus Jim Dunaway and Ryan Brown. Qualifier number 2 will feature Kelsey Dollar and Ben Bickerstaff versus Mark Spud Friedman and Tyler Johns versus Emily Grace McWhorter and Josh Ush Sisk. The final qualifier will feature reigning Triple Threat Trivia champion John Lunceford and Jeff Roberts versus Brian Pavlik and Lance Taylor versus Reed Taylor and Taylor Korn. Let's take a look at our first matchup coming up today. Tim Lunceford is coming off winning a #1 contenders match and going to overtime in the latest solo title match against his son, John Lunceford. Joining Tim on team's second effort is his wife and John's mom, Marietta Lunceford, to try and grab another qualifier win and compete for a title. Another Lunceford steps into the ring for the first time today with Laurel Lunceford as she joins Sean Rockstar Heninger, who has competed in the solo arena a couple of times of his own. The Little Kicks look to kick out the competition and move on to the finals. And finally, Jim Dunaway and Ryan Brown joined forces again in trivia this time after working together for almost 2 decades. Jim lost his only appearance in trivia to Tim Lunceford before, but Ryan Brown looks to impress and help his team move on to a championship. It's Team Second Effort versus the Little Kicks versus D&B in the first qualifier for the Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia Tornado Tag Team title.
Great stuff, as always, there from production wizard Mr. John Lunceford. It is now time, everyone, to... Where did we lose Brown?
He has walked out of the studio for some reason.
Brown has... Is that a strategy that you guys are employing?
He just walked here, so I thought I was out.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not yet. Not yet. I want everyone to be able to hear this. This is a very important part of this. These are the rules.
I don't have 30 minutes.
Here we go.
I'll go ahead and tell you, there's no surprise that we are the most overconfident of the teams in this tournament.
How was that?
I
It
picked
starts
so
with
wrong.
you and me.
I don't really need to hear the rules.
Okay, well, I mean, you already walked out once. You're about to walk out potentially again. Let me go over the rules of today's Meltdown Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Trivia Tournament qualifying round. There are 3 different teams with 3 different ways to score points. Team members will pick a number between 1 and 500. I will then present a general category. Some of the categories will remain a mystery. The contestant in possession of the round can either choose to answer it themselves for 3 points, try to stump the competition by forcing an opposing team to answer the question for 2 points, or utilize their partner as a helpful trivia teammate for 1 point. If you choose to answer the question for 3 points and you miss, then your team is deducted 3 points. If you choose to have one of your opponents answer the question and they collaborate with their partner to give the correct answer, then the opposing team gains 2 points and your team loses 2 points. If you choose to use your teammate and do not get the correct answer, then your team loses 1 point. Each player is given 30 seconds to produce an answer once the question is read. While there will be a mix of team and solo play throughout the contest, the 2 teams with the most points after 6 rounds move on to the final rounds of today's game. So we will see 1 team eliminated early. If after 6 rounds we have a tie, we go to a sudden death question with the teams that are tied to determine a winner, and play continues until one team produces a correct answer and the other does not. The final stretch of the game will feature 2 rounds to determine the winners. If after 8 rounds we have a tie, we go to a sudden death question with the teams that are tied to determine a winner, and play continues until one team produces a correct answer and the other does not. There is also the famed Wheel of Destiny, which is utilized when you pick a number that activates it. It is completely random. And challenge flags will be available for anything you consider to be a controversial decision. I forgot to bring the challenge flags in, so we're going to have to just throw hats or something.
Okay.
John Lunceford on the run to get the challenge flags. Just know that if your challenge is not upheld, you will lose 1 additional point. Only active players can initiate a challenge, not any inactive teammates or outside parties. And please, no electronic devices or outside party collusion at any point. Ryan Brown already on his phone as we speak.
Sending a text.
Brown, I have a feeling I'm going to have to ref you much harder than Tyler did out of the squadron, where he was allowing you to foul nonstop.
Tyler says, hey, keep that up and you'll get thrown out.
Yeah. I want to remind you who all of this is brought to you by, and that is Blakely's Bouquets. They craft both traditional and contemporary bouquets with plenty of room for customization and uniqueness. On top of everyday arrangements, they also offer same-day flower delivery here in Central Alabama. They also do large event work for weddings and make sure you're provided with floral support during funerals. If you're looking for flowers in the Birmingham area, then Blakely's Bouquets is your best choice. Visit the team that I trust and that all of these lovely teams trust at Blakely'sBouquets.com. At this point, I will need each team to select one player that will play the first 2 rounds of today's competition.
Brown.
You can talk amongst yourselves, and at that point I need the other 3 players to exit to the lobby area, please.
You know the way.
I know how to get out of here.
Am I going first?
Bubblicious will be competing for us the first round.
Okay, that sounds good.
Physical challenge.
Head on out to the lobby, everybody.
It's amazing how fast Brown wanted to get out of here.
Brown's exited 4 times before we even started. Dunaway, I don't know how you handle your end of the marriage there with Brown. I don't understand.
A lot of time apart.
Okay.
20 plus years, you're used to it.
It's a lot quieter now, a lot more direct for sure. and we are ready to get this game started. We had a coin flip before the game started with the three of you. You guys decided to go ahead and go first in this. Laurel, you got stuck with the last pick, which means that you will be answering first.
Okay.
I am going to need from you a number 1 through 500, please.
47.
Number 47 is a question about U.S. states. Would you like to take it yourself for 3? Would you like to bring in your helpful trivia teammate for 1 point, or would you like to try to stump one of the other teams for 2 points?
Stump.
You're going to try to stump. Which team do you want to stump? Do you want to stump Team Dunaway and Brown?
But that means Brown gets to come back in.
Anne Marie, we need Ryan Brown here in the studio. Brown is going to be so frustrated to be immediately brought back in.
I will say she has made a mistake here. I am good at state trivia. Brown is a professor at state trivia.
I don't think Sean or I don't think either one of us would know. So that's why.
I'm just saying this is.
So better to lose 2 points than 3 points.
This is Ryan's wheelhouse here. Wait till you hear the topic, my friend.
The topic that has been picked by Laurel and passed to you guys is U.S. states.
Yeah,
U.S.
let's go.
states.
Now we can talk. We can
You
talk.
can talk together.
Okay. All
If
right.
y'all produce the correct answer, you get 2 points and you take a commanding lead
Yeah,
here early
I
on.
know all the state capitals. If the state capitals, we're in luck.
Here is the question. What is Texas's state flower?
The yellow rose. Well, I don't know. I think it's the blue bonnet. Remember the blue bonnet bowl?
I do remember the blue bonnet.
The yellow rose was the nickname of Earl.
I'm gonna go blue bonnet too.
Earl Campbell was the Tyler Rose.
Yeah.
I think it's the blue bonnet. You lock that in?
Yellow Rose was first thought, but I'm gonna go blue bonnet. as well.
Yellow Rose is because of the song, the Yellow Rose of Texas. Yeah.
Blue bonnet.
Blue bonnet.
I think it's blue bonnet.
Blue bonnet.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Blue bonnet.
That is correct for 2 points. The blue bonnet.
Start.
Brown, you can exit again. Thank you so much.
See, I don't think either one of us would have known.
That is -2 for the little kicks and +2 for Dunaway and Brown. And you have possession of the board now, Dunaway. What number would you like to go with?
We will go with 447.
Number 447 is a wheel spin. John, let's go ahead and get that wheel of destiny and get that thing rolling here and see what it lands on. Ooh. It is going to land up for grabs.
Okay, explain that to us. Pretend we've missed it up for grabs in the past. How does this work?
Up for grabs. This is the way it works. Anyone can raise their hand and answer this question for 3 points. First person to raise their hand ends up getting possession of the question. I am going to go ahead and give you the category. The category is video games. Here is the question for 3 points. First person to raise their hand gets it. Which video game series begins in New Junk City? Last time I'm going to ask it. Which video game series begins in New Junk City?
Do I lose 3 points?
You lose 3 points if you answer it wrong. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Lunceford, did you know the answer?
I have a guess.
Overwatch. Is that right?
I have Earthworm Jim as the correct
Would have
answer.
never gotten that one. Yeah, played it smart. Trying to protect the lead here. I was going to go Grand Theft Auto.
That's
That
what
would
I
have
was
been.
going to say.
Yeah.
Like a junkyard.
So all the girls, we were going to go Grand Theft Auto.
Dunaway, here's what you should know about that. You lost no points.
That's right.
With
That's
that
right.
happening.
We were up 2, so
Right.
I didn't want Brown to come back in being upset at me. So I played protect the lead.
Marietta Lunceford, the possession is now in your court, and you chose to go third here in this contest. What number would you like to choose?
You know I'm going to pick 70.
Oh my gosh, it's a Lunceford thing here.
It's worked pretty well.
Number 70. Animated television is the category. Would you like to take it yourself for 3, bring in your teammate for 1 point, or try to stump a team for 2 points? Animated television.
I think I'll take it.
You're going to take it for 3 points. Here we go. What is the name of the family dog in the animated television show The Simpsons? This is for 3 points.
Laurel knows it.
Would you like to take a guess?
No, that's Family Guy. Never mind. No.
Nope. No guess?
Not
No.
even a guess.
Okay, your time is up. Laurel, do you know the answer?
I do.
No points, though, but
Santa's Little Helper.
Santa's Little Helper would have been the correct answer. After one round, these are the scores. The Little Kicks are at -2. Team D&B is at 2 points. And then Team Second Effort is at -3. We go into round 2. It works the exact same way. Laurel, you have possession of the board. What would you like to go with?
13.
This is going to be...
A Taylor Swift question.
I hope. That's my logic.
It's a question about our solar system.
I'm going to bring in Sean.
Gonna bring in Rockstar. Let's go ahead. We need Rockstar from the lobby, please. Anne-Marie, thank you for your help. All right, this is where strategy starts to really pick up as we start to figure out which teams are in dominant positions.
Hey, guys.
Here comes Rockstar. This is for 1 point. Here is the question. Name the planets that currently make up our solar system.
My Venus elevator makes jackets sound useful. No picking noses. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and no Pluto.
That is correct. Pluto would have ended up crushing you there, and that is going to be a successful point gained. Your team now moves up to -1. Dunaway and Brown, what number would you like to choose?
We'll stay in the 400s. We'll go with 420.
Oh.
Number 420 is another wheel spin activated by Jim. Let's go to the Wheel of Destiny and
Let's blaze it.
spin that wheel.
I really need Brown in here. Opponent wager.
Opponent wager.
Opponent wager, this is how this works.
Oh, the crowd loves it.
That's an applause.
You guys listen up because you can bet, Laurel, Miss Lunceford, you can bet up to 5 points that Jim is going to get the question wrong. You can bet anywhere from 0 to 5 points. 0 to 5 points. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that whiteboard that's in front of you. Once I give the category, you will place your wager of how many points you'd like to bet that he's going to get the answer to this question wrong. Does that make
Wow.
sense? Any questions?
How confident do you feel?
I don't know the category yet, so not very.
The category is technology. Technology.
Wow.
How many points would you like to wager?
You are sitting in Lance's seat. Just gonna throw that out there.
So if I get it right, they lose 5 points. Is that correct? Or 4 points or 3? How much they bet?
Correct. If
That's
you
how
get
much-
it right, they lose that amount of points.
And he can't bring anybody in.
He cannot bring anybody in. He has to answer this question by himself.
Okay.
The
And
category is technology.
and if I get it incorrect, how many points do I lose?
If you get it incorrect, you lose 3 points. This is a
Okay.
3-point question for you. Laurel, how many points did you decide to wager on behalf of your team, Little Kicks?
I have faith. I just put 1.
1 point.
I have faith.
Okay. Miss Lunceford, 3 points.
I appreciate you guys not going 5. I'd have gone heavy 5 on me. Easy.
I think you can do it.
Here's the question. Jim, for 3 points, what's the keyboard shortcut for the paste function on most computers?
God, I wish I had a keyboard in front of me. To copy is Control-Alt-4. That's the
Tim, I'm
screen.
going to say there's 2 answers you can accept here, and I'll tell you what they are.
Perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm going to say Control-Alt-5.
That is incorrect. Tyler's back here screaming, I taught him how to do this. It is Control or Command V. On a Mac, it's different. That's why I said you could take two.
I have
answers.
Control V. I would have accepted Command V. That is going to be -3
Oh,
points
where you got Control Alt 4 from?
for Dunaway, so they move down to -1.
I think you're thinking screenshots. I think if you do Control or Command Shift 4 on
And screenshots
on
is what
Mac,
I'm doing.
then
Yes,
that's what you're doing is screenshots. Yeah.
I'm screenshotting, but then I'm pasting it with a Control
So
Alt 5.
I know where you're coming from, but yeah.
So Team D&B has moved to -1 points.
At that point, follow us at Jim Dunaway at Ryan Brown TNR, Ryan Brown Live, and we will show you later on that I am correct. I'm not challenging, but
You could throw the challenge flag if you would like.
No, I will do a demonstration later tonight on how I copy and paste.
Are you on a Windows or a Mac when you're doing that?
I'm on a Mac.
Okay, well, then that's already wrong because there's no Alt on a Mac. There's Command, Option, and Control on a Mac.
Yeah, that's Option on a Mac. That's Alt. Yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
Okay. We have Little Kicks at 0 points after a successful point earned. We have Team D&B at -1.
I just tried Control, Option 5, and it did not work.
Okay.
And Control, Option 4 did not copy it.
Video later tonight.
And we have Team Second Effort at 0 points. So we have a tie for the lead now between Team Little Kicks and Team Second Effort. Team Second Effort, you can erase your board. You now have control of the game. What number would you like to go with?
1.
Number 1,
Also a good strategy.
it's a question about technological history. Technological history. Would you like to take it yourself for 3, try to stump an opposing team for 2 points, or bring in Tim Lunceford for 1 point?
Go ahead. It's fine.
I think I will pass it to Jim.
Anne-Marie, we're going to need Ryan Brown back in the studio with us. You've said you wanted to work with Ryan this entire time.
I think Ryan would have gotten the last answer correct if he'd have been here with me.
You guys dominated on the
100% would
blue
have.
bonnet.
The blue bonnet was good. I would have never have guessed. I would have said the yellow rose. So
There you go. All right.
I
Here we go.
I know you can't see the scoreboard. I blew our lead in a questionable answer.
How do you paste? Control Alt Enter Escape, and then you hold down the P while reaching over with your foot and pressing the monitor button.
Hey, the best thing Jim did was he didn't challenge,
Yeah,
and that's
okay.
the most important aspect to take away from this. All right, technological history is the category. Here is the question for 2 points.
Yep.
What was the first message sent by Morse code on May 24th, 1844?
I have to answer this, right?
No,
Y'all can work
but we have
together.
to. We can't pass.
we can't pass. No,
Can we lose points?
we can. 2.
Oh.
Get 2.
What was the first message sent by Morse code on May 24th of 1844?
I would say,
The telephone call was
Watson, we've done it, right?
something about Watson. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I mean, SOS would make sense, but I would ask you, did SOS exist before Morse code? Like, was it that not? See what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, my gut was like, we've arrived. Like, this was sent. Although,
10 seconds. I'm
oh,
going to
God,
need an
there's
answer.
a time limit on
There's
this?
a 30-second time
Jeez,
limit.
dude.
That's
Oh.
in the rules when you were on your phone.
Yeah. I think the safest answer is this. Well, no, I think it was sent in the Wild West. I don't think it was sent like from a ship.
5.
We've arrived.
We've arrived. Is
Yeah.
that your final answer?
Yeah, and that is wrong.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
Correct answer is, what hath God wrought?
We were close.
Come from.
Yeah, we were
that's a
close.
long one.
We were close.
Dunaway and Brown moved down to -3. Team Second Effort now moves up to 2 total points for a commanding lead.
Hey,
At
I'm not
this,
saying Brian Pavlik just put the right answer in the chat before you said that, but he just did, so that's why I think he's a favorite right now.
I hear you.
Where can I see the chat in here?
See, now that's
I'm
not
hiding
allowed.
it for a reason.
We need Anne-Marie to now go grab every teammate, all 3 teammates, and bring them in, because we are moving on to a team round now. And this is going to mix things up just a little bit. First thing I want to say is the only teammates that I need are my dentists. For years, I was terrified of going to the dentist after experiencing some of the worst dental work and pain of my life. That's when I met my future friends, Dr. Jeff and Dr. Brian, over on Grants Mill Road at Alabama Dental Associates. They have very flexible office hours, so that way you can visit the professional dental team that they've put together on a more convenient schedule. If you need to find the best dentist in town, then I have the solution for you, and I'm so happy to share it with you. They not only have all the latest advancements in dental healthcare technology, but also the friendliest staff in town. If you're ready to find that perfect dental team, reach out and try Alabama Dental Associates for yourself. They're accepting new patients now and can help you feel at ease about all of your dental procedures. For more information or to make an appointment, call them 205-956-8977 or visit alabamadental.com as they look forward to seeing you. Okay, here we are in round 3. This is the way it's going to work. You all get to work together. It's still 1, 2, or 3 points. I'm going to give you the category, and you get to bet how many points you would like to based on this, how strong you feel like your team is on the category that I present. We're going to start off with Rocky and Laurel. I need a number 1 through 500, please.
234.
234 is a wheel spin. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel, John Lunceford, as we are here now in round number 3. Audience help. Here's the way it works. I'm going to give the question. I will give you the first answer. I'd actually like John Lunceford to give the first answer that you see pop up that's an actual attempt at an answer, and you guys will have access to that, and you can choose to take it or not. All right, here we go. Here is the question. Here's the question. I can just go ahead and go right into it. Who wrote the 1979 Gothic novel Flowers in the Attic?
Oh, God.
It's a 3-point question. You may want to wait for the
I know,
audience.
but it's one of the movies I saw to shock everybody. It was the maid that got shot so many times. She took us to see this movie.
Do we have an answer in the chat?
That was her
I
lover.
suck on your toes.
Yeah, and we saw Flowers in the Attic, and it scarred me to death.
After your maid got
didn't
shot,
answer
that
pretty
scared you
quick.
to death.
No, I have
answer yet.
No answer at all from the chat. So
Yeah, this
audience
is-
help is not there for you.
I know it was a series of books, too, but I have...
All right, first answer.
First answer.
V.C. Andrews.
B.C. Andrews is the first answer that was provided
I
by the
think-
chat.
It wasn't Danielle Steele.
I mean, wouldn't the folks in the audience, wouldn't they be cheating, Googling here?
Or they could be
That's why
screwing
we
me,
take
too.
the first one, because a lot of people are quick to jump the gun and they go with their first gut.
And we can't pass, correct?
Cannot pass. I'm going to need an answer in 10 seconds.
No pressure.
I'll just go with it, yeah.
B.C. Andrews.
Oh, BC, yeah.
That is the correct answer for 3 points.
There was a delay, and then about 5 of the same answer of V.C. Andrews, and everybody's like, you won the Google challenge, so there you go.
Yay, right.
The audience may have Googled it on your behalf, but either way, the first one that came up was the correct answer.
Thank you,
guys
audience.
are now
Thank you,
in the
guys.
lead. You're in the lead thanks to the audience with 3 points. Dunaway and Brown, I need a number, please.
1,
Number 1's already been taken.
2.
Thanks for watching in the lobby.
Number 2
Had to go to the
is
bathroom.
a wheel spin. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel.
I know, all wheel spins here.
Oh, death by guillotine. That sucks.
Choose category.
Category.
Choose category. I'm going to give
sports.
We'll take sports.
I'm going to
College
give
football.
you 2 categories to choose between. You can choose the category, and then you must take the question for 3 points.
Jim Dunaway family history.
The two categories: notable websites or notable performances. Notable websites or notable performances. Which category would you like to take for 3
Terrible
points?
answer.
Your call, because I can hear you second guessing me in the lobby all the way in here.
No, that was me.
I'm going to need an answer.
You think I rush us through a show? This guy.
I know. Yeah. Rockstar makes fun of you for it, though. He doesn't make fun of Milton. Let's go notable websites.
Notable
I knew it.
websites.
I knew it. He was second guess.
For 3 points, getting you back up to 0 points.
Get it.
What year was eBay founded?
See, I mean, I thought it was going to be a website, not a year.
I know.
eBay is a website.
And it is a little notable.
But I mean, I thought the answer was going to be a website, not a year. Jim, I have no clue on this. 1994 is the first year that came
It's
in.
obviously 90s, right? So
Yeah, it's got to be 90s.
So it was early on in the 90s.
Yeah. I'd go 1994.
You would go 94.
Yeah.
It seems like it was around for the 96 Olympics.
They're auctioning
Hey,
athletes.
nobody's talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
I'll go with 94.
94.
If you feel good with 94.
I really don't.
96, I think it was around for 96.
Yeah.
96 would be my guess, but 94 makes sense. So 94. 94.
But 96 would be my guess.
Brown suggested 94. Jim suggested 96. The correct answer is 1995.
Yeah, no.
1995.
Okay.
The fact we were that close.
And if
is pretty
that's not
crazy.
the most Dunaway and Brown thing ever, I don't know what is.
That's when we needed LT right there.
They just said, huh?
You guys have moved down to -6.
Yes, we have.
Ryan, you will soon be permanently in the lobby. Let's go ahead now and go to team second effort as we are looking for a number 1 through 500.
8.
Number 8 is a wheel spin. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel of destiny.
How many wheel spins are there?
It's fixed.
If it was fixed, we wouldn't have a wheel. I would just command your sentence.
We got a chance to get back in here.
Oh,
no.
killer combo.
Combo.
Opponent wager.
Wow.
Jeffrey
Killer
Dahmer and John Wayne
combo.
Gacy.
There is no better option than this, in my personal opinion, than killer combo. I'm going to give you unlimited questions for 1 point each until you miss.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
I'm going to give you unlimited questions for 1 point each
Either
until
one
you
can
miss.
answer, right?
We can discuss every one of them.
You cannot lose any points playing killer combo. It is like a bonus round.
Yes, you can.
You can discuss freely.
Okay?
You still have 30 seconds to produce an answer.
For each question. 30 seconds.
Yes.
We can be here all
Here we
day.
go.
Yep.
First question.
Maybe not.
For 1 point. Which two teams played in the first ever Super Bowl?
Oh, come on.
I
How
know.
did we not get that?
It always seems that way, doesn't it?
Look at me.
Green Bay Packers was one of the teams.
Stalling.
Y'all don't stop that. I'm the only one that was around back then.
Well, I'm the one that knows the answer.
I know. Hey, nobody.
And Dunaway, too.
You have to get this right to continue your combo. And you have 15 seconds remaining.
Kansas City Chiefs.
That is correct. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10 in that
Hey,
game.
Brown. Easy on the old man over here now.
If I throw the flag, can we go back and put that on the clock and review the clock? Was that more than 30
That
seconds?
was a long 30.
That's my gut feeling
Tim
on
is
it,
the
Jim.
timekeeper, not me.
I apologize about the frustration in which you have. Here we go. Next question. Inspired by a chapter title in the book Wind in the Willows, who released the album Piper at the Gates of Dawn?
Wow. Rockstar?
They actually have intelligent questions.
I don't have a clue. Did you
Hey, Jim,
even
you want that
listen?
one?
No.
Oh, I forgot we were doing more. I just took 1 point and go on.
You are down, according to Jim, to 18 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Inspired by
I
a
have a
chapter.
new teammate.
You cannot, unless you want to get a divorce here live on air, which will spike our numbers.
40 years has
Probably
been
not a bad
good
move
run.
on her part.
You're going to have 10 seconds. Here we go. Inspired by a chapter title in the book Wind in the Willows, who released the album Piper at the Gates of Dawn?
I don't have a clue. So I guess we're going to stop there.
We're
Jelly
lucky
roll.
we got 1 point.
No
Yeah,
guess at all.
Yeah, we'll take the 1 point.
The correct answer, Rockstar, did you know this?
I have no idea.
Jelly
Pink
roll.
Floyd is the correct
Floyd.
answer.
Oh,
Pink
that's
Floyd. All right. So after 3 rounds, we have Little Kicks at 3 points. Team D&B at -6 points.
Good golf.
Team Second Effort at 3 points.
We're 9 points away from being in Lance's territory.
At this point, I need all of my team captains to please exit and go to the lobby.
Good job, man. Good job.
Here comes the second wave.
Nice to meet you.
I took a 2-point lead. Took us -6.
I know. I was there for all of it.
Can we wrap this pretty quick?
Okay, we are going into round number 4.
How many rounds are there?
18.
Potential for 8, but only 2 teams will make it that far.
Oh, so not 8 for us. Okay,
Only
guys.
6 for you, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Lance.
So this is the way it's going to work. I'm going to give you a question. You can take it yourself for 3 points. You can try to stump a team for 2, or you can bring in your teammate for 1. Everybody understand?
Yep.
Rockstar, I need a number 1 through 500.
322.
Number 322. This is a question about board games. Would you like to take it for 3, pass it for 2, or consult Laurel for 1?
We're going to go Laurel.
Anne-Marie, I need Laurel, please, to return to the studio as we await this. John, like board games? Like playing board games?
I do like playing board games.
You feel like you would be good at this category?
If it's old board games, probably. If it's all this new complicated stuff because they try to outdo themselves every time, no.
Okay.
We know people that play those
Sports,
games,
so
and they're
easy
just not
for
quite as
sports.
fun.
Hey, Laurel.
Laurel, the category is board games. You have been consulted for 1 point. You feel like you know a lot about board games?
No.
Okay, nothing about board games there. Here's the question. After Boardwalk and Park Place, what is the next most expensive property in the game of Monopoly?
All right.
In my entire life.
Okay, repeat it one more time.
After Boardwalk and Park Place, what is the next most expensive property in the game of Monopoly?
Park Avenue?
That is very close. The answer I have is Pennsylvania Avenue, but very, very close. There is no Park Avenue in the game of Monopoly.
There's Park
There's
Place.
Park Place.
Park
He lives on
Place.
Park Avenue.
So that is going to be 1 point down as you move to 2 points, losing the lead. Team D&B needing a big momentum shift here.
Here
Ryan,
it comes. Let's go.
What number would you like 1 through 500?
4.
Number 4.
Spin the wheel.
This is a question about American fables.
Sheesh. I don't know anything about that. I'll pass.
You're going to pass it to this team or this team?
Who's got the most points?
The most points currently are team's second effort.
I'll go second effort.
We need Marietta Lunceford to please come into the studio.
It seems like it's right up her alley. She does all those plays, right, Luntz?
Those plays?
Yeah, she does. That's based on fables a lot of times, it seems.
I mean, sure.
Hook and ladder.
It's a damn good thing she's coming back.
Yeah, because you were screwed, weren't you?
Come on, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Anne-Marie. We have put her to work today.
We have. She ran track, so she's
Oh, that's good. At
Oh, in
Clemson?
that case, yeah.
she's used to doing this. I think it was in high school.
Oh, okay.
I ran track in like fourth
Come
grade.
on,
I mean,
pretty baby.
doesn't mean much.
He's hitting on you.
Yep.
American
Let's lay up
Fables. American Fables is the category, and it has been passed to you for some reason by Ryan Brown. Here
Jimmy
we
I
came
go.
and
don't know anything
screamed,
about
"She
it."
knows theater."
In a classic American tale, the headless horseman chases a tall, lanky individual known by what name?
Ichabod Crane.
That is correct.
I
for 2
knew the
points.
answer to it, too. That's what
Love you, baby.
sucks.
He's a skinny fella.
Yeah, so he becomes the Headless Horseman, right? And he wears that pumpkin?
Spoiler.
I don't think that that's the case.
Oh.
I think you've got that mixed up.
I knew the answer, though. That sucks.
So that is now
hate
negative
that for
8
you.
for
Yes,
Dunaway
I
Brown.
know.
All right, Tim Lunsford, pick a number, please.
3.
Number 3.
Is that available?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a question about current technology.
So I could bring my partner in, which is my wife, if I want to on that?
Correct, for 1 point.
Could I substitute my wife for my son?
You cannot.
Oh.
And if you look at me like she did on that last question, I would just stare at you and not do anything. I promise.
So for 1 point, you can bring in your teammate. For 2 points, you can try to stump the competition. For 3 points, you can take it yourself.
I'm bringing in Marietta.
Need Marietta Lunsford back.
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie.
Why don't you just sit out here in the hallway?
She's
baby?
getting those steps in for sure. Anne-Marie working hard for us today. So far, when she's been brought in, y'all are at 100% of correct answers.
There's no question who's the smartest member of this family.
Okay, here we go.
You call me.
Here's the question. It's current technology. Who owns Venmo? For 1 point. Who owns Venmo? Either one of you can answer.
I think you do, don't you?
O or owns?
Owns.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'll wait till after the question.
Speak.
What's the joke?
It's Bud because he won at poker.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
You know.
You want me to say it, so I'm the one that's
Yeah,
like a
well, you're
dumbass.
the one that
Yeah.
came up with
I'm going to need an answer.
PayPal.
For 1 point, that is correct.
God,
PayPal.
these
Unbelievable.
guys.
Good gosh.
You are now up to 6 points total. You can go ahead and no, actually that was round 4. You can leave. Thank you very much. We appreciate your efforts.
Come back
Okay.
in 30 seconds.
I've seen her in here so many times. I thought to myself we were in another round.
Hang
We're
close,
now
baby.
in round number 5, and it starts all back over again with Rockstar picking a number 1 through 500.
163.
Number 163 is a wheel spin. Let's spin that wheel of destiny.
Hey.
Oh, so close. It's the 10-point jackpot.
Uh-oh.
Just missed audience help.
This can do it for you.
can kill me,
10-point
too.
jackpot. This is the way it works. I'm going to give you a difficult 10-point question. However, if you get it wrong, no points are deducted. You cannot pass this. You must take it yourself.
Okay.
By himself.
By himself. Completely by himself.
That means Laurel can't help.
This is
So by
worth
myself, I can't. Laura can't help. Okay.
This is worth 10 points. I would like to go on record to say no one has ever gotten a 10-point question
Thank you for
correct.
the confidence boost.
I got kind of close the other day.
All right.
What was my address when I was growing up?
Got to make sure that I have got a 10-point question and not just a
Don't,
regular.
just don't do a 9-pointer.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
The category, which doesn't really matter, but it's Saturday Night Live. Here is the question. On October 11th, 1975, the show now known as Saturday Night Live credited 9 cast members in its very first episode. Name 7 of them that made it past episode 1.
You can do this, Rocky.
Chevy Chase.
That is correct. That's one of the 7 that I need.
Gilda Radner.
That is correct. That is 2 of the 7 I need.
Bill Murray.
That is incorrect. He was added in later into season 1. Correct answers would have been Jane Curtin,
Yeah.
Garrett Morris,
Nope.
Lorraine Newman,
Nope.
Gilda Radner, which you named, Dan Aykroyd,
Dan Aykroyd.
John Belushi, Chevy Chase, which you named, George Coe did not make it past episode 1.
Never heard of him.
Nobody like George.
That's why he wasn't a part of the question. And Michael O'Donoghue
Never heard of him.
would have been also a potential choice. You could have dropped 2 of those names and still gotten the 10 points. Okay, you lose no points.
Thank you.
Team D&B, what number would you like to choose?
5.
Question number 5. I believe 5 has already been picked.
6.
Question number 6. Here we go. This is a question about film adaptations based on real-life events.
I'll take it.
For 3 points.
I want to be impressed.
In April of 2009, a U.S. container ship featuring the name of what state was taken over by Somali pirates, which later led to the Tom Hanks film Captain Phillips?
That's very easy. The Alabama, Maersk, Alabama.
That is correct.
It's a great
for 3
film.
points.
Wow.
End of that film is probably Tom Hanks' best acting.
And you have the captain on your team.
Yes.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah,
Ryan
I mean,
Brown.
when he's back on the ship,
Fantastic.
When he's in shock.
incredible. And when he's in shock, incredible.
The only
acting.
way to end that movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very good movie.
I would love to give you more points for that take because
That's
I
quite
agree
right.
with it.
Yep.
We go to Team Second Effort for a number. What number would you like to choose?
88.
Number 88 is a question about Greek mythology.
Oh, honey.
Okay, we need Anne-Marie, we need Marietta Lunceford to come back in.
Why are you even playing? You have to even answer. No, you got the Kansas City Chiefs.
I didn't want to.
I would like to reiterate that they are currently in the lead
I'm aware. They
by
being
a
a,
wide margin, I
by a
imagine.
wide
Hey,
margin.
it's all about playing the game.
they being a very loose term there, Tim.
There was a lot of concern.
I married up.
Yeah, you did.
There was a lot of concern by some teams that they wouldn't get a chance to play together. That has not been the case for
All
Team
right, all right.
Second Effort. Okay, here is the question. In Greek mythology, who was known as the messenger of the gods? For 1 point. In Greek mythology, who was known as the messenger of the gods?
Is it Goodyear? Oh, no, they just got
They did the tires.
yeah. Little wingy teeth.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
But I know, I can't.
Wingfoot
think of
is not the name.
We're going to go 12 more seconds. 8, 7,
Say Eric.
6.
Eris.
I have no idea.
Isn't Goodyear's logo? Doesn't it have the
little
wing?
wing
The
feet.
wing feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hermes has.
Hermes is the correct answer.
What were you going to say?
You can stay right here because we're going to be Anne-Marie getting all the teammates to come back in. Anne-Marie is
So
going
she's
to...
getting after it.
Here we go.
Like that name like that in the
Regis said Anne-Marie is the MVP so far.
I would say.
Oh,
no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
She's worked harder than your dad.
Hey, John, I'll tell you this. You and your
I'm
dad...
not working hard. I'm working smart.
Hey, you should live with it.
You and your dad have both worked hard at Way to Wellness.
Hey!
Hey, now come on.
Go
What a
see Leslie and
transition.
her whole board certified team over there at Way to Wellness. I'm doing it. You're doing it. My dad's doing it. Jim Dunaway is doing it as well. You can go to aplanforme.com, learn more about Way to Wellness. Go there, get on the plan that we're on. We're going to weigh in tomorrow and see how many more pounds we have dropped. We're over 70 combined down. And you can go to aplanforme.com, learn more about Way to Wellness. You see how happy we look right here in our videos. We're weighing in. And yeah, go learn more. Planforme.com.
Am I correct that the last time that we did this, all three teams, they drew the wheel? Is that correct?
Let's see. One did,
Okay.
two did, yep.
Okay, that is why we never got to actually wagering points. I want to remind you during this round, you wager points unless you draw the wheel. So we are going to start with Team Little Kicks, and you are going to pick a number. By the way, the team with the least amount of points after this round is permanently eliminated from contention. What number would you like to choose, 1 through 500?
427.
427. This is a question about millionaires. You can bet 1, 2, or 3 points here. You are currently
ourselves?
trailing.
Also known as the Ryan Brown story.
So we're betting on ourselves.
You're betting on yourselves. You can bet 1, 2, or 3 points. The category is millionaires.
We're gonna do what?
You are currently trailing 6-2, and then D&B are at -5.
We are going to do the number one.
1 point. All right, here we go. This is the question. Who is considered the first female self-made millionaire in the United States, as noted in the Guinness Book of World Records? Who is
Millionaire.
considered the first female self-made millionaire in the U.S. as noted in the Guinness Book of World Records? Meaning
you
they
give me
did
a
not
year?
inherit their wealth.
Can you give me a year?
I cannot.
I have a guess, but it's wrong.
What do you think it is?
I think it's Elizabeth Holmes. What is it? But I don't think it's that.
It's who?
I'm not talking to you.
We can't get any hints, like if it's someone in a certain profession.
Like their first and last name? Or
They are
anything?
a female.
Who is considered the first female self-made millionaire in the U.S. as noted in the Guinness Book of World Records? You're down to 8 seconds.
It's not her, but I'll just say Elizabeth Holmes.
Elizabeth Holmes is incorrect. It is Madam C.J. Walker.
That's it.
See, you
Madam
said
C.J. Walker.
She said C.J. Walker, and I was like, that is such a dumb answer.
You only lost 1 point, though, so
Did you know it?
Good, good there.
No. How'd she make her money?
Yeah.
You'll have to look
Was
into
a
it.
movie or a miniseries?
About her?
Oh, the Lunsfords knew that?
Oh, they knew it.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Dunaway and Brown, what
We're
number
betting
would you like to
3.
choose?
Oh.
You have to get the
We're
category
betting
first,
3.
guys.
You got to get a category first, at least.
Oh. What
number?
category number you want?
Let's go to.
You actually need the wheel.
We need the wheel.
You need the wheel.
We want the wheel.
Give us the wheel.
Give us a number.
We want points.
Let's go into the 200s because we've had no wheels. So we'll take 233.
233. We need that to be a wheel, please.
233 is not a wheel.
We bet 3.
This is a question about inventions. You are going with 3 points.
Yeah, we got to
Here
aim
we
for
go.
we got to shoot for the moon here, don't we?
For 3 points, in a quest to replace rubber, James Wright accidentally invented what common toy?
I think Dunaway, this is silly putty.
I think that's correct. Silly putty.
You want to go with that?
That is the correct.
Silly putty. It could be Play-Doh. What was the old boy's name again?
What is the difference between silly putty and Play-Doh?
In a quest to replace rubber, James Wright accidentally invented what common toy?
We had Stretch Armstrong when I was little.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I would say silly putty.
No, it's silly putty.
Silly putty.
Yeah.
Silly putty is correct
There
for 3
you go.
points.
How do
I was trying to invent rubber and I
Y'all
invented
almost
Stretch
talked yourself out
Armstrong.
of it.
You guys move up to negative 2 points.
Okay, we're still alive.
No, we're not.
The only thing that could really help you here is a wheel spin, because at that point you could participate and bet points, or you could be a part of an up for grabs. But you're going to have them land on a wheel, and that is going to lead us to team second effort to go ahead and pick a number, 1 through 500.
73.
Will.
73 is not a wheel spin.
So it does it for us. We're finished. Okay.
The question is about national anthems, and you are going to bet 1 point. Here is the question.
Can you bet 0?
You cannot. 1 through 3. What is the UK's national anthem?
God Save the Queen.
That is acceptable, yes. God Save the Queen or God Save the King. Either one would have been accepted
Yeah,
for 1
currently
point.
king, though,
It's
right?
king,
Yeah.
so technically she was wrong.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
king
currently
now
there's a
because
king, not a
currently-
queen.
Queen for most of my life.
But
But
I was
Pluto
willing-
was also a planet most of your
I was
life. So.
willing to accept either
Lyndon Johnson
answer
used to be president. He's
because
not
it
anymore.
does change
Uh-huh.
based on
Yeah.
who is
Okay.
currently
So
leading.
we probably shouldn't. Oh, Rockstar threw the flag.
Are you going to throw the flag here?
It's God Save the King.
I am not going to change the answer here. It would have been the same for anybody.
What's the challenge?
God Save the Queen
You
or
make the
God
call
Save the
and
King.
you do the review?
Number one, you guys are eliminated regardless of how this challenge goes.
I feel like I'm in the NFL all of a sudden now. Turns out our officials got it right. He was in bounds.
Let me ask this question. Do you want me to Google it and say UK national anthem or whatever it says is the answer?
No.
So when they announce
No.
the president, do they go for the Speaker of the House? Do they do Mrs. Speaker or Mr. Speaker? Does it depend on the sex of the speaker? Oh, that's
I'm thinking about this,
okay.
right?
So if Nancy Pelosi's there, they're not going to go, Mr. Speaker.
No,
What would
they
she-
say it a lot worse than that.
What would she do?
I'm still on the side, John, of God Save the King or God Save the Queen.
There is a queen
Queen
that
consort?
is married
Queen
to
consort,
the
I
king,
believe.
That's true, but
and we want to save her
it
as
changed.
well.
But, well,
I
yeah.
believe. I don't really care what.
Not the national
Tyler,
anthem.
how would
Now,
you?
I am not, I mean, this is going against my own parents, but I'm not necessarily doing this for them. But if you go to the actual British royal website, national anthem, God Save the King was a patriotic song first publicly performed in London in 1745.
Yes.
King is on
But
the
it's
currency.
changed for queen when a queen is ruling.
Yeah, but she's
And
not.
so it works for either side, I feel like. Tyler, I'm going to let you have final word on this. Does Tyler have a microphone that works?
So Tim's right. They do change it based on who's ruling, so I think either is acceptable.
Tyler says either is acceptable, and
Oh,
I'm going to go
Tyler
with that
says it.
route as well.
Famously British Tyler.
I would have taken both answers. I had both written down.
Tyler's
that is going
become
to be
such
my
a
final
pawn
rule.
of this show. I mean, he's in there every day. He's going to go. He's intimidated by you.
Team
Bring
Dunaway
somebody
and
from
Brown.
the outside, like Taylor Korn or somebody else.
We will have Taylor on this program
Yeah.
in week 3 competing.
Okay.
You guys can leave the studio now unless you have any sort of farewell
Hey, God save the
words
King,
you'd like
Queen.
to say.
Is there a
God save
chance
the
we
King,
get
Queen,
bonus
Princess.
points for letting you use the studio today?
If I gave you 1 bonus point, you would still be eliminated.
That's true. That's a good point.
I think we rent this out for 6 points.
Big round
Thank
of
you for the
applause
invite.
for
Yes,
our
thank you,
competitors,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
Do we have any other role in the show, which is a kind way of me asking? Can we
wants to
leave?
go
You can
Brown
leave.
wants to
Okay,
get out
thank
of here
you.
as fast
You
as
can
possible.
permanently
As the saying goes, don't go away mad.
Yes, just go away. Yeah, thank you for the invite. Love the
You can
show.
permanently leave.
Love the meltdown. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you too, bro.
Thank you.
I have a feeling that's one less Christmas card list we will be on in a few months.
Bitter.
Okay. So, Rocky and Laurel, unfortunately, I'm docking you 1 point for an unsuccessful challenge as well. So not only
Hey, I tried, guys. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Playing,
I know.
playing Tyler.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
I didn't know you got points off for doing that.
You lose a point if you challenge.
It was in the
Because I think it's
rules.
right. I think it's God Save the King. It is all dependent on who is the king or queen.
I think either answer is acceptable. We will stick with that, but I love that it is creating a little bit of
I
frustration.
will say, If that is correct, then Pluto also would have been correct.
That is not. That is not correct. That is not the same logic, John. We will get into this on the Meltdown at another time. We have to move on to round number 7, as we just completed round 6. And this is the way it's going to work. You guys can stay in the studio, but only one player is going to have possession of this round. So to go ahead and decide right now who's going to be in the possession of round number 7. There's only 2 rounds remaining, round 7 and round 8. You do not have to leave. You can stay. Okay.
Wait, where's he going?
He wants to go. He wants to have her sit down.
Okay.
Rockstar's going to take this. Okay, so this is the way it works. Once again, you can choose to take it yourself for 3. You can challenge the opposing team for 2, or you can bring in your teammate for 1 point. Rockstar.
What's the current score?
They are currently leading 7-0.
Okay.
What number would you like to choose?
110.
Number 110 is a question about film. You can take it for 3, pass it for 2, or consult Laurel for 1 measly point.
Well, I'll take it.
For 3 points. The word for this film style also means black in French.
Noir.
That is correct for 3 points. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, team's second effort. What number would you like to choose?
500.
Number 500. This is a question about viruses. Would you like to take it for 3 points, pass it for 2 points, or consult your teammate for 1 point?
I'm going to ask for clarity. You may not have this, but this is viruses as in technical, electronic, or body?
Like human.
Human.
Human viruses.
Okay.
I leave it up to you.
I
Team Little Kicks is literally right on your heel.
think I'll pass it.
Passing it for...
Can we consult each other on the pass?
You can consult
Okay.
on the pass
You
for
know
2
Rocky's
points.
had everything known to man wrong with him. So.
Pills help.
Here we go for 2 points. In what city were the first infections of COVID-19 discovered?
Wuhan. Wuhan, whatever.
That is correct. Wuhan, China is correct for 2 points. That is going to move you guys up to 5. That is going to bring team second effort down to 5. It is now a tie game. Without the challenge, you guys would currently be in the lead.
That's what we call wise cut because it's right.
Now, I need
it's
you
right.
guys to swap spots. And now your teammate has control as we are in a tie game going into the final round.
Is that me in there or is that Rockstar? The way he's talking about this.
I'm sorry.
Just saying.
I think it was a little bit nitpicky to throw the challenge flag, and I'm leaving it at that.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't. Rock, he can't hear me, but I don't. But anyway.
Okay. Laurel, what number would you like to choose?
What's a good number?
You picked the number. You're not getting this. Is you.
87.
I will say, based on your challenge, if the question had been what is the current national anthem, I would have taken it.
See, my argument is what is
I'm gonna leave
the
it- I'm gonna
national
leave it be.
anthem, not what was the national anthem.
John, thankfully you get to compete in week number 3.
Yeah.
Number 87 is your choice? Okay, this is a question about geography. Would you like to take it for 3, pass it for 2, or consult Rockstar for 1 point?
We're going to pass it.
Passing it for 2 points. Here we go. Name the only one of the Great Lakes that does not touch Canada. For 2 points, name the only one of the Great Lakes that does not touch Canada. You guys are able to consult with one another.
No, I'm thinking about it. Where do you think Erie is? Why'd you pick Erie?
They're talking it out.
Did you like the name?
Okay.
No.
Yeah. No, that sounds.
The only reason I say
A lot on the line here.
Say it. Go for it.
I need a final answer.
Go.
You gonna go with your gut?
No, yours.
What is the final answer here?
Huron.
Lake Huron is one of the Great Lakes that does touch Canada.
Well,
Is it
poo.
Michigan?
Lake Michigan is the only one that does not touch Canada.
There's like 10,000 of them.
All right, we have Laurel and Rocky that have moved up to 7 points. We have Marietta and Tim that have moved down to 3 points. You're going to need some magic here, or you can possibly do the same thing that they just did to you. What number would you like to choose? This is for the game, potentially.
$12.
Number 12. This is going to be a question about successful surgeries. Successful surgeries. Are you going to take it for 3, which even if you got it right, would not catapult you to the win? Are you going to pass it for 2, or are you going to consult your partner for 1?
So this is the last round, correct? If we don't get this right, the game's over? Or even if we do get it right.
You
the
need
game's
to
over.
listen to your options very clearly. Okay? You are down currently by 4 points. You can either play for 3 points, you can pass for 2, meaning they would lose 2 if they get it and you guys would gain 2, or you can take it to your partner for 1 point. What would you like to do?
Pass.
Good.
All right, here we go.
Host is getting upset.
I just want to make sure everyone's aware of their options. You guys can collaborate.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Using identical twins, Dr. Joseph Murray performed the first of these organ transplants in 1954. What type of transplant was it? This is for the win. Or we go into overtime.
$1954.
That is correct. Using identical twins, Dr. Joseph Murray performed the first of these organ transplants in 1954.
Kidney?
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct, and for the win. Team Little Kicks wins with a score of 9 points. Team Second Effort drops down to 1 point to end the game. Congratulations, Laurel and Rocky. You came back
We had
and
fun,
won
though, with everyone.
I'm not
the
clapping
final
for
few
'em.
rounds.
Boo, they stole it.
I don't have to come back.
What a competitor you are.
I don't have a competitive bone in my body.
John, we're going to talk here with the winners and the runner-ups in just a few moments, but there's one place where everybody can be a winner, and that is our title sponsor.
Go to mybookie.ag. Promo code next round. Get that first deposit bonus on us. You can play the NBA playoffs, which start tomorrow. The Stanley Cup playoffs that, or the NBA finals, I guess, that start tomorrow. The Stanley Cup finals that start on Saturday. You can bet on baseball, all kind of other sports there. Go play in that casino as well. The live casino, real blackjack dealers dealing out to me. That's what I always go and play on mybookie.ag. Promo code next round. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere.
Congratulations to our winners. They had a tough time coming up with their team name, but not a tough time coming up with the victory. Laurel, how does it feel to be someone who's going to the championship round?
It's exciting. I thought there were going to be Harry Potter questions, and I read up on so much Harry Potter. Not a single Harry. And no more flags.
Yeah.
No more flags.
Yeah.
I think that will be infamous here in Team Trivia. I can understand the argument. Rockstar, do you understand my argument in this? If the answer is
Yeah.
no, that's fine.
Yes, but just like the song, it can be either his argument or my argument. We can put a slash in the middle of it. We've been working hard all season, and people have doubted us this whole time. They came in talking trash about us, and we have, we've only been ourselves. We've been watching the football show that we talked about earlier today Friday Night Lights to get inspired, and we're here today. And our goal and our slogan is stay humble. That's all we're going to do. Stay humble.
Yeah.
Congratulations to both Rocky and Laurel. I do want to talk to our runner-ups here. You guys had the lead going into the final few rounds. Slipped away some tough questions for sure. How did you enjoy your first appearance ever on Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia, Marietta Lunceford?
It was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I was very nervous about coming in here, but it turned out to be. And I also got a workout because Tim called me back in for every single question. Yep. So I didn't get to just sit. I ran back and forth and back and forth.
It was nearly a winning strategy. Tim Lunceford, you came up just short yet again. You finished runner-up in your last 2 appearances. That's got to be a little bit tough as a competitive spirit like you.
Yeah, I'm just here because they pay me.
Okay.
You got paid?
Oh.
Damn right. A lot.
Damn.
Because also I got, a little throw the match thing because, daughter-in-law.
Okay. We'll review the tape and see if the match was indeed thrown.
When we heard who the teams were, honest to goodness, we said that Laurel and Rocky would be very hard to beat. And then when we found out that's who we were going against, we were like, okay, that's done. We don't stand a chance. And they thought we were trash talking, but that is honestly what we said in the privacy of our own home.
And it came down to the last question and a challenge flag.
Well, between those 2 brains, there's jiggled up a lot of knowledge in there. So I had
much knowledge.
I had no
too
question.
much knowledge. Too much.
I'm just glad they chose that team instead of their own son, who is the reigning champion of Triple Threat Trivia. So,
well, I mean, you chose Dunaway and Brown to finish first.
You did.
Today,
That is
so.
true.
What was up with that? Why would you choose them over 2 people?
See, y'all
your parents,
are so confident
your
in each
wife,
other that I
your
choose
best
Dunaway
friend?
and Brown instead.
Yeah. BFF.
I'm not playing favorites at that point because then I'm playing favorites. So I chose my parents over my wife, chose my wife over my parents. I said, I'll go with the third option, whoever those other people are.
This is going to continue to be a very fun league for sure. We will have round 2 as we try to find those 3 teams that will be competing for tournament status to be champions. Laurel and Rockstar already one of those 3 teams. Next week we will see Ush and EG battle Kelsey and Ben and Spud and Tyler. It should be a very fun time, as I think Spud and Tyler are probably the most unique pairing in the entire tournament.
No doubt.
And it will be fireworks for sure. We'll see how many Harry Potter questions that Spud gets that Laurel prepared for right here on The Meltdown. For our entire team, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here for us as we continue to grow this thing that we call The Meltdown. We'd love for you to like this video and subscribe.